Hello everyone, we're back with Chaos Child. Last time, we're in the Albert room. I know, it's awful. It's terrible. Where am I? Where am I? Ooh, right here. Okay, what are we doing? November 11th, 2015. Oh, so we're... I didn't notice it the first time. We're that far past the earthquake. I mean, I guess Sakuma being dead, you know, helps with that, but I just kind of assumed we would never see past the 6th until the true ending. Just like Umineko. Yes, Shinjo, save us from the Albert room, please. Please. Momose smiled at Shinjo as Shinjo came into her office. Ara?
たまには気分転換しないとって言ってもまあ無理な話よね
これでも内心密かにタフなハードボイルドに憧れてたりするんですがね
He wants to be like what's his name? Marlowe? Where is is that the guy's name from Chandler's novels? I think it's Philip Chandler or Philip Marlowe? What's the author's Raymond Chandler, so it's Philip Marlowe, I think? Let's just say Sam Spade. I know for sure Sam Spade's a thing. Shinjo's unconsciously patting his belly with his left hand. He's nursing a nasty stomach ache. Almost pointed at the TV where a news show was doing a panel on the murders. You probably find the same topics on every channel.
それではここまでの流れをもう一度見てみましょう。渋谷を震撼させていたニュージェネの狂気の再来事件は容疑者逮捕により一旦はピリオドを打たれたものと思われておりました。
They're not pinning it all on Ito, are they?
しかし11月4日、
yeah.
6年前ドキュンパズルと呼ばれた事件が起きた日付と同じ日に再び殺人事件が発生。さらには一連の事件の容疑者として先日逮捕された少年が昨日になり一転して容疑を否認。全ての殺人に対し無罪を主張したという情報が入りました。
Hashtag justice for Ito?
これにより一部では警察による誤認逮捕の可能性を指摘する声が上がっていますが、もしもこれが誤認逮捕であれば大問題ですね。
Yeah, commentator. Oh.
それに無実の人間を殺人犯として扱ったわけですから。すでに一部の人権団体からも非難の声が上がっているようです。
Yeah, march for Ito.
そうした声は今後ますます大きくなるでしょうね。
Just like the commentator on TV had said, the public had already turned against the police. Shinjo and the rest of the force's reputation was in the gutter. I'd be lucky if it's just damage on his reputation. At some point, he'd probably be asked to resign.
あんたも大変ね。
まったくです。これで伊藤真二が保釈済みだってことを知れた日にゃ。
I mean, they literally caught him red-handed. Like, you know, I always... I mean, I'm sure his like fingerprints are all over everything, but hey, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
そう。保釈されたんだ。
ええ。久野里さんが手を尽くしてくれましてね。脳の機能も改善されてきました。
It's just that easy? Like a week ago, well, I guess 2 weeks ago in the story? Not even 2 weeks. Kurosawa was like, he may never recover if you keep going, Takuro. You know, just over a week later, oh yeah, actually he's fine.
問題は、今まで伊藤君本人が堅くに自分が犯人だと主張してたからこそ、一家も取り合っていたんですが、久野里さんから彼が洗脳状態だったという最終報告が出た。
Wait, so they got a confession. He was at the scene of the crime. His DNA is probably all over the scene with his are fingerprints DNA? Yeah, you get what I mean. And they're like, you know what? It probably wasn't him. Let's let him go.
しかも、過去の事件の微細証拠物件と、伊藤君の DNA を照らし合わせると、伊藤君を犯人とするには噛み合わない部分が多すぎる。
Wait. How do you read that line? Is that saying his DNA was at the scene from past cases? Or that it's not because then there's just too much that doesn't make sense? If that was a but, that sentence would make sense. That'd be saying his DNA was at the scene, but there's too much that doesn't make sense. But the way this is phrased, Makes it sound like it wasn't at the scene. Committee of Zero, get on this. It's a really weirdly phrased sentence. Evidence analyzed with tools such as gas chromatographs, electron microscopes. Primarily used to refer to things like DNA, hair, fingerprints, blood, semen, footprints, tire tracks left at a crime scene, all of which are admissible in a court of law. Ito, what kind of DNA did you leave at the crime scene? Edmund Locard, who's known as the Sherlock Holmes of France, formulated Locard's exchange principle, states that every criminal will both bring something into a crime scene and take something away. This principle became the foundation of modern forensic science.
でも保釈だなんて思い切ったわね。もしことが公になってマスコミがそのことを嗅ぎつけでもしたらそれこそまずいんじゃないの？
その懸念でしたら当面は大丈夫かと。
というと？
伊藤君はまだ病院に入院中ですから、
I'll get that
観
checks out.
察中に見えるはずです。
ああ。
だいぶ良くなりましたが、まだ脳に異常な負荷がかかっているのは事実です。
異常な負荷ね。
俺には専門的なことはよくわからないんですが、以前はとても正気を保っていられないような数値だったそうで。
Okay, so he's not okay. Well,
まあそんなわけでこれ幸いとばかりに面会謝絶ってことにしてます。
let us have the Ito slice of life soon. Let Takuya show up.
なるほどね。ついでだから新庄ちゃんもちょっと入院してくれば？
Momo says about a Shujo.
相当疲れてるみたいよ。休んでないでしょ？
I actually thought that's where it was going to go.
確かに。せめて人間ドックにでも。
Shinjo grabbed his stomach once more without a hint of a smile. Then his phone went off in his pocket. He took out his phone and looked at the name on the screen.
宮代君だ。
あら。
Aria?
もしもし、新庄だが。どうした？何かあったのか？
Guess I'm not gonna get that physical anytime soon. What does Takuya need with him? I'll allow you again.
お主か。
Shut up, girl. I wanted to play Shinjo-san suggested. It was greeted by the same rude waitress as always.
ぼっちか。
No, I'm looking for someone. So is this the same girl from Chaos Head Love Choo Choo? I know there's a girl with the same design, and I don't know like if it's literally her or like I've just read the VNDB page for it. Okay, I don't think is Love Choo Choo translated. I think it's being worked on, but love same with Chaos Child Love Choo Choo. Hold on, I'm Chaos Head Love Choo Choo. English to be announced. Yeah, okay. Hold on. Characters. Aaron, Frey, Orgul, yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's her. That is definitely her. I don't know if this is the same character or not. She's like Aaron, even in the VNDB page, it shows that she's a Chaos Child, you know, named Aaron. Do they just happen to look alike? Or is this just her after Love Choo Choo? I looked around and saw Shinjo-san in the back. He's looking out the window and rubbing his stomach. I don't like this Shinjo death flag. I bowed to the waitress and went to sit with him.
ああ、来たな。
Thanks for your help with everything.
ああ、そういうのはいい。それより話ってのは？
Even now, I wasn't sure if I should tell Shinjo-san about Serika. Oh, right! Seeing my hesitation, Shinjo-san frowned.
こっちとら商売繁盛でね。仕事が山積みで、正直時間が足りないんだよ。
Sorry. Looked at Shinjo-san's cup and saw that it was filled with milk. From the way he was rubbing his stomach, it was likely he was feeling sick. I couldn't call him all the way out here, then just tell him it was nothing. Well, how do I phrase this? If I asked you to look into Onoi Serika without asking me why, would you do it?
おのえさんを？
His fearless gaze was fixed on me appraisingly. A moment later, he shook his head a little. He'd grown a little chin stubble.
君とおのえさんの間に何があったのかはよく知らないが、こちらもつい先日、 狼少年にこっぴどく痛めつけられたばかりだ。理由もなしに警察を動かせと言われてもな。
A boy who cried wolf. Is that what they're calling Ito? It's obvious who he's talking about. I'd seen on the news that Ito had suddenly switched to proclaiming his innocence. The festivals have continued on at General's news board ever since the first report. The threats are still popping up even now. Could imagine that things are tense at the police station right now.
そういうのは本来探偵やら更新所に頼むべきことだろ。
I suppose you're. I mean, you could, say that. Oh yeah, by the way, she's the murderer.
だったら理由くらいは話してもらおうか。
What should I do? Even if Shinjo-san does look into Sariko without asking me any questions, if he finds something, the result will be the same. But even so, I still couldn't bring myself to tell him from my own lips that Sariko might be the killer. Come on!
しょうがないな。
Shinjo-san saw that I wasn't going to say anything and sighed.
尾上セリカの身の上を調べりゃいいんだな。
You'll do it?
乗りかかった船だ。それに今は可能性があるなら何でもやっておきたい。
You're not going to ask why?
そんなもん今さらどうとでもなるさ。潰れる面目は全部潰しちまったしな。
And everyone's running Shinjo ragged. Someone needs to look out for him.
ただし、もしそれによって何か疑わしいことが出てきたら止められるという保証はないぞ。それでもいいんだな。
I could tell from the way he spoke that he wasn't joking. Yeah. There's no turning back now. I said it out loud so I could hear it too. I'm back! Tadaima!
おかえり。
Kiryu welcomed me with a smile when I opened the door.
タクル兄ちゃん、おかえり。おかえりなさい。
Yujo was sitting at his desk doing schoolwork. Yama's always seemed to be studying too. Both of them looked up at the same time. I lived with other people at Albert Dorm, but we had all had our own rooms. Felt a little weird to hear welcome home as soon as I walked through the door. It wasn't a bad feeling at all. This is what you wanted, right?
ありがとう。
I handed Kiryu the ingredients for dinner that you asked me to pick up before I left. What's up?
なんでもない。
Kiryu didn't ask where I'd been going when I left, but I was sure she could guess. She probably wanted to know how it had gone, and she wasn't asking for my sake. You got everything on the list, right? Yeah, the cucumbers, the bread, the turning Sarika into Shinjo, the I don't. What kind of meat do they eat? The chicken. They eat chicken in Japan, right? They've got to. The stuff you asked me to buy.
こんにゃくとお豆腐と。あれ？ねえタクル、これは？
What's this? The turn Sarika into Shinjo? Oh, that's just standard stuff. Kids probably want some snacks once in a while, right?
お菓子？
Don't spoil them. Don't spoil Yuto. Don't give him any happiness. Yuto stood up when he heard the word snacks. His face broke into a huge grin when he saw the value-sized pack of Yat Cats in Kirsu's hands. Is that supposed to be Kit Kats, or is that some Japanese candy I've never heard of?
やった、チョコレートだ。ありがとうタクル兄ちゃん。ほらウキ姉ちゃん、チョコだよチョコ好き？ねえのの姉ちゃん、チョコ食べてもいい？
No happiness for Yuto.
お勉強が終わったらね。やったー、早く勉強終わらそうウキ姉ちゃん。
The two of them sat down on the desk and began to study even harder than before.
もうダメよタクル。この先私たちの生活もどうなるかわからないんだから無駄遣いしちゃう。
I know, but it's just a little bag of chocolate.
たかがの積み重ねがそのうち大きく。
Kirsu stopped and shook her head.
そうね。タクルの言う通りかもしれないわね。何事もダメ、こういう時だものね。少しくらい心の余裕がないと。
See, Nono's realizing now that she can take the chocolate. So she's like, oh, maybe a little is fine. Kiryu?
何？
No, it's nothing. Seems like you've changed since we moved here. I was going to say that, but I stopped myself.
変なの。
When she smiled, it was a little more peaceful than the smile I was used to seeing. I thought that I knew everything about Kiryu. I was still finding out that I really didn't know anything at all. Got a call from Shinjo-san that night.
信じたくはないだろうが、まず間違いない。
I see. Thank you. Turns out that girl you knew that whole time, she's only 2 feet tall. You just never realized it. After I heard what Shinjo-san had to say, I staggered back to the apartment. When I arrived, Kurusu had gotten out of the bath and was drying her hair with a towel.
タクル？どこ行ってたの？お風呂から上がったらいなくなってるから、ちょっと心配し...
That... She cut off weird. Is that just the end of the sentence, or...? ...
タクル？
Inoue is... short. I couldn't say the rest of it. Yuto and Yamazoe were asleep, but I still don't want to talk about it in front of them regardless.
タクル？
Kurusu stood up, slowly walked over, and held me tight. She slipped her hands around my back and patted me gently, like a child. Felt like she'd been doing this all the time lately. But for now, I just wanted to let her do it. Kurusu, Inoue is...
大丈夫よ。今は何も言わなくても。落ち着いてからでいいから。
Kurusu. Shinjo-san seemed reluctant when I talked to him, but he acted fast after I left. The police must have been getting desperate. They wanted to make up for the mistake they'd made with Ito as fast as possible. Shinjo-san had persuaded his superiors and gotten to search Serika's home. What he'd found there was... absolute darkness, both concerning her and everything about her. That's what he said. Can I have my phone back? There were signs that Inoue Serika had lived there. There were no signs of her parents. There was, however, a body. It's the body of the person who had originally lived there. Wait, what? Serika had killed the home's original owner, hidden the body, and taken their place. They never found that in the common note? I mean, I guess that explains how Serika, you know, got an apartment. And what happens when Ren is due? She just goes to the next apartment. Hey, knock knock! That's what he'd said. I wanted to tell him, you're joking, right? Wanted to scream and say, you're lying! I was the one who asked him to look into this, and to some degree, I'd expected this. Even so, hearing the truth felt like someone was cutting out my heart with a knife.
私じゃダメ？ 私じゃダメ？私がセリカの代わりにずっとあなたのそばにいてあげる。それじゃダメ？
Can you say okay in the cute voice?
それとも私じゃセリカの代わりにはなれない？
I realized clearly. My home was here. This was where my heart belonged. Here with Yuto and Yamazoe, and... Thank you. No. Was that the first time we called her no this route? Not for sure. I think it is. When I finally said her name, she just nodded without saying a word.
炊飯器でケーキが焼けるなんて知りませんでした。
Oh, do they not have a kitchen? Or at least they don't have an oven.
実は炊飯器ってご飯が炊けるだけじゃなくていろんなことに使えるのよ。のの姉ちゃんそういうの好きだもんね。ほら、チョコレートのいい匂いがしてきたわよ。
I'd only eaten a few hours ago, but the delicious smell was making me hungry again. Nono was in the kitchen making a cake with Yuto and Yamazoe. I was leaning up against the wall and half-heartedly watching them. My head was still filled with thoughts of Serika. Shinjo-san had asked me to meet with him this morning. It had all kinds of questions. How did I find out that Inoue Serika was involved in the case? Where was she now? Who was she anyway? Shinjo-san said that her family registration itself was fake. He told me more. There's no sign that she'd ever existed until the time of the Shibuya earthquake 6 years ago. But that was impossible. I definitely remembered spending time with her. I could clearly remember going to the AH Tokyo General Hospital to look for Amy-chan with her. Finding Minamisawa Senri in the middle of an experiment. We haven't had to say Minamisawa Senri in a long time. And I knew for a fact that Minamisawa Senri was down in that facility before the earthquake. But if Serika really didn't exist, then what were my memories? Nothing I gave the police ended up being any real help. Not to mention, there still wasn't a warrant out for Serika's arrest. It made sense, given what had happened with Ito. Yeah, we found a dead body in our apartment, but you know, that's standard stuff. That could happen to anyone. Probably decided they couldn't risk treating another minor as the killer and getting it wrong again. There's also the question of where Serika came from. She had no family registration, that she practically didn't exist. You couldn't prosecute someone who didn't exist. True! You can't get her! On top of all that, there's the fact that the rest of the world still didn't know about the Gigalomaniacs. They're probably being as careful as possible because of all of that. Onoe Serika, my childhood friend. She'd been by my side for as long as I could remember. She'd always taken my side. And she'd done all those terrible things for me. But just who exactly was she, really?
はい、準備 OK。これであとは出来上がるのを待つだけですか？そうよ、簡単でしょ？
Do they at least have like a counter? Because that would be miserable, like cooking just like... Where would they mix the cake ingredients? Like on the little wooden table there?
ねえねえ、どのくらいで出来上がるの？そうね、1時間くらいかしら。1時間か。
Do cakes take that long?
そうだ。ただ待ってるのも退屈だし、せっかくだからどこか行こうか。いいの？ええ。みんな一緒ならいいんじゃないかしら。ねえ、タクル。
Huh? I wasn't listening.
みんなでどこかに行こうかって言ってたの。
Where?
その辺をブラブラよ。ねえ、タクルも行くでしょ？タクル兄ちゃんも行こうよ。いいでしょ？
I hate walking! Suppose there isn't much point in sitting here and being gloomy. Alright, I'll go.
やったー！ウキ姉ちゃん、準備しよう。
Yuto was really excited. I've been keeping him inside lately out of fear that Serika might come. He's probably eager to get out of the house. Maybe it would be a good change of pace.
お待たせ。
No, Yuto and Uki came back holding cones piled high with ice cream. The color of the ice cream was so bright it stung my eyes.
はい、これタクルの分。
She offered me one that was glistening with a thick coating of chocolate. Oh, hold on, guide. Is it just choose all the positives again? I assume it is, but like I don't want to assume that and then, you know, just like I assumed, picking the negative on the Arimori choice would bring me to Kazuki's route. Real Sky. This one doesn't say? Is there not a bad ending to this route? Oh, look at the other guide. No, route. Oh, okay, there's no bad ending, but if you want to get all the... Yeah, I'll make a save here, in case I want all the achievements. Because there's one for seeing all the delusion triggers. We're gonna do... Yeah, I'll go ahead and do that. Here, hold on. It makes everyone happy, and no too. Okay, what are we doing with the chocolate? Okay. You look longy. Oh no! Don't steal the don't steal the ice cream. Okay, yep. Okay, this is... Yep.
違うの。私が舐めたいのはそっち。
Yep. Okay. Yep.
ねえ。
Yep. Okay. Yep. Chaos Child is such a weird game. They'll be talking seriously about, you know, orphans living alone, and then you get this.
ねえ、もっと。
How far are they gonna take this? I might have to edit this out if it keeps going.
タクルも。
Please don't keep going. Please don't keep going. The walls of my reason collapsed while it shows a flashback to the Shibuya building.
聞こえない。
Please stop. Please. Just cut it. Turn off the TV. Thank you. Hold on. They're all looking at him weird.
ねえ、のの姉ちゃん、タクル兄ちゃんどうしちゃったの？大丈夫。いつものことよ。
What am I thinking? Doing in the middle of the middle? What did he do? Okay, hold on. Let's load that. Let's get the negative one. Oh, let's see. But Serica shows up and kills everyone? Hold on.
おい、悪や姉ちゃん、どこ見て歩いとんじゃ。
That's just mean, man.
すんませんで済んだら警察はいらんのんじゃ。
Oh, the classic.
ごめんなさい。
クリーニング代作るのに何百万もかかっとるんじゃ。こう汚れてしもうちゃ。
Now we're gonna be in debt for life. There's scars on his face. He must have been really strong.
わしに何か言いたいんか。
Oh no, you know, it's fine.
タクル兄ちゃん、のの姉ちゃんを助けて。タクルさん。
Takuro, do it!
言いたいことが
Save her!
ならはよ言えや。
Say it! I'm sorry! Okay, yep.
兄ちゃんも文句がないようじゃけ。たちまち行こう。決まっとろうが。わしが
そんな無理です。それに。
わかった。
Okay, this is...
ええけはよ。
No, no, no! Everyone was gone before I could stand up. I'd been powerless at the moment where it mattered most. Because they didn't have the energy to do anything. Time passed with nothing happening. How long had it been since then?
おう、タク。
How far are they taking this?
今日はなんかいいもんあったか？
Nothing good. What about you?
こっちもダメだ。腹減ったな。
We stood there holding our bellies in hunger. A big black car pulled up. Not Ken too!
なんだこの車は。
They're gonna take Ken! The tinted windows rolled down, making a pleasant mechanical noise. See a woman in garish makeup, but with an elegant air about her.
どうしたんです、姉さん。こんなところで。
いいから黙ってな。
She's here for Ken!
そこのあんた。
The woman looked at me. What can I do for
こ
you?
れで美味しいものでもお食べ。
Oh, thank you. She tossed a thick brown envelope out of the window, landed on the ground.
出しな。
おい、タク見ろ。こりゃ金だ。
Money!
今の人は一体。
Knew exactly who she was. That was my long lost stepsister, Kurusu Nono. Was it Nono? It didn't sound like your voice actor. ... That was a stupid illusion. Cliche stuff like that only happens in old movies. We ended up using a lot of money, huh? After we bought everything we needed, we went through quite a bit of cash.
これは明日から節約生活ね。
That's what they always say. Starting tomorrow! And then you never start tomorrow. Nono sounded kind of happy. She'd been like that for as long as I'd known her. The worse the problem got, the more excited she was to solve it. That was one of the reasons everyone counted on her so much. It's a phone call, but my phone was silent in my pocket. Which meant...
ごめん、私。
Nono took her phone out and looked at the screen, then put it back in her bag. Oh yeah, no one important. Just Kawahaya, no one important. Who was that?
気になる？
No, just... you didn't answer it.
川原くんからよ。
It is him! Poor guy.
うん。 時々かかってくるの。いつから学校に来るんだって。
Never. What?
別に。
Weirdo.
あ、そうだね。そういえばさっきのお店で福引きの券もらったわよね。
Oh, trip to Hawaii, let's go! Yeah, come to think of it.
多分この辺でやってると思うんだけど。
Normally never paid attention to those things even if I got them, but no always did. She was always kind of like a housewife that way. Sorry, only housewives gamble and raffles?
あれじゃないですか?
Wait. Go back. Go. Was that a Garo Froggy in Uki's back? A Garo Froggy backpack? Yamazoe pointed to a small tent where a man was outside yelling. I don't know if we've ever seen her back before. In like casual clothes. I'll pass. Never actually won one of these things. No, I always used to though. Oh. Remember Sarika again.
もうそんなこと言わないでね。ほら、一等は最新型ポケコンだって。
Hana's? Did she like use mind reading to win somehow? No, it very clearly heard what I said. I don't know how you do that though. Like I assume it's like I think these raffles are like just like, you know, the thing with like a bingo thing where like a ball comes out. I think. She talked like nothing was wrong at all. That made me feel a lot better.
お願いします。
お嬢さんたち兄弟かい？
わかります？
How does he know?
そりゃあそれだけ仲良さそうならわかるってもんだ。
ねえタクル、私たち家族に見えるって。
Yeah.
でも嬉しいけどちょっと残念かな。
はい、じゃあ全部で4回ね。
Don't say it's sad because don't pull the romance route. Don't do it.
あ、はい。4回だからちょうど1人1回ね。タクルもやるのよ。
Fine. Sad? What on earth does she mean by please don't, please?
あ、それじゃあ最初は僕やってもいいかな。
Like if it happens in Chaos Child Love Choo Choo, yeah, that's whatever. Fine, I'll accept that. That because that's like the nature of the game, right? But don't bring it into Chaos Child.
どうぞ。じゃあ行くね。
Nighttime.
残念です。
Lost the raffle?
僕2等の携帯ゲーム欲しかったのに。
Those ones are set up so you can't win them. You don't even know if there's actually a winner mixed in with your raffle.
そうなの？のの姉ちゃん。そんなことないわよ。ただそんなに簡単には当たらないでしょうね。でも私はこれで十分。
What'd they get? Nana patted their 24 rolls of toilet paper and smiled. Yamazoe and Yuto laughed. Only then did I remember. At night, Yuto always used to cry or suddenly break out screaming. The trauma he had experienced during the earthquake had given him scatophobia, the fear of darkness. Ever since we moved, that hadn't happened. Even though he just lost his sister and adoptive father. What is Uki's power again? Like it involves like Euro booting or something? I don't know. Of course, part of that was due to Yuto's own efforts, but it wasn't possible to get over phobia just by working hard. A lot of it was probably thanks to Nono. Nono had become more of a mother than ever. She was looking out for everyone. That's why Yuto and Yamazoe were still able to smile.
はい、タクル。炊飯器で焼いたケーキ食べるでしょ?
Oh yeah.
タクルはマウンテンビューがいいのよね。ユウトはミルクで、ウキちゃんは紅茶。
Nothing like eating sugar with a glass of sugar on the side. Hey, no. When I said her name, she stopped what she was doing, turned around, and smiled at me.
まだそうやって呼んでくれるんだ。
Of course, your name's No after all. Why did I ever want to be special to begin with? I don't have to be special. I don't need to be special. No one always told me that, so why am I only realizing that now? I'm such a fool. ... That seems like a good stopping point. Any day now something will happen. I'm just waiting. You know the thing I'm spoiled on. I'm just waiting. And nothing's happening. If they save it for the true end, I'll scream. Anyways, see you guys next time. Bye.